What's up, guys? So Nintendo had its Nindy showcase on February 28th, that was yesterday, and they showed off quite a few indie games, which was really exciting, and it's really cool to see that Nintendo is supporting indie games coming to the Switch, and that indie game developers are super excited to make their games for the Switch. Now, when I was looking at the little chart thing that showed all the games on there, on the far right-hand corner, my eyes did not deceive me. It said Duck Game, and it says Duck Game, and Duck Game is coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2017. Holy crap, you guys. I am head over heels excited about this prospect because I've supported a couple indie games here on my YouTube channel early on. Amazing Frog, Duck Game, the Ouya, and those are games that I really love. I support the developers all the way because they're really great developers, they're really great games, they're really fun. Now, what is Duck Game, you might be asking? I might have already lost your interest because Duck Game might not sound like the most interesting game, but trust me, it is. So Duck Game is a fast-paced 2D retro local multiplayer shooter type game. You are ducks, you get different weapons, you go take your weapons and you try to hit the enemy, and you can play up to 4 players, and you guys are ducks, did I mention that? It's silly, it's frantic, it's competitive, it's amazing, it's crisp, the graphics. Started off on the Ouya back in December of 2014. Lived a good life. It was one of the most exciting Ouya games. If you guys don't know what the Ouya is, it was an Android-based game console that connects up to your TV, has a nice little controller with it and everything. You know what? It really didn't kick off. I believe it started on Kickstarter. It got, over $1 million, but people just did not really find the value in the Ouya for some reason. I'm not sure why, because this thing is one of my favorite video game consoles of all time. The amount of fun I've had on this outweighs any fun I've had on the Xbox One, the Wii U, 3DS. I've had more fun with this little box right here than any of those game consoles combined with friends. It's a perfect local multiplayer little box. And to see those games come to the Switch, one of those games at least, that's Duck Game, it's absolutely perfect. Duck Game is one of those games that you'd say, you know what? This would be a perfect game for the Switch with its 2 controllers, being able to have it anywhere you go. Because since it's a local multiplayer battle game and it's competitive, it's fun, it's silly, it would be perfect to be able to have that on the go on a road trip. Maybe you're sitting at the pizza parlor waiting for your pizza, bust out the 2 Joycons, hand one to your little brother, boom, you got Duck Game going on. Keep in mind, this is also an online game, so if you can connect to the internet, there's servers up and stuff that you could be playing on too. This is an absolutely perfect experience. So Duck Game started on the Ouya, came to Steam in June of 2015. It was published by Adult Swim Games, and it had even more success, and it got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. And for good reason too, it's truly an incredible game. It has tons of levels. It has a level editor that you can make your own levels, which is also perfectly suited for the Nintendo Switch, with the touchscreen being able to place tiles with your fingers. Hopefully the developer adds that. And the developer's name is, I believe, Landon Polinsky, or some weird last name like that, but I believe his name's Landon. Super cool guy, super cool developer. I made a video back in 2015 kind of showing off Duck Game, made some mashups, and you know what, the developer liked it enough, and he actually sent me a code to the game for Steam, so that was really cool to be able to get a free game like that, because I love this game. My little brother is addicted to this game. When we go on road trips, screw packing the big old Xbox, screw packing the Wii U, screw packing the big game consoles, because this is all you need for a little family road trip, little family vacation out and about. Was Duck Game, dude. 2 players, 2 controllers, Duck Game, good time. So the fact that this is coming to the Switch, I'm gonna have a Switch, my little brother's gonna have a Switch, we're definitely gonna be getting Duck Game. Our family vacations from this point on, of when we get Duck Game and a Nintendo Switch, that's going to be the difference in our vacations. That's going to mark a new era of family vacations. Duck Game on the Switch. I kid you not, it's that groundbreaking that we're getting Duck Game on the Switch. It was really cool to see Duck Game come to Steam Workshop because you could get mods, you could get different hats, you could get different masks, and they were kind of animated, you could quack. And so I found a bunch of Nintendo mods for it. There was like Mario and Link and Pokeballs and stuff. Really cool. It would be really cool to see Landon maybe partner up a little bit with Nintendo, or maybe get to use Nintendo's IP in Duck Game in the use of like a mask, like a head, a big head to put on, like a Mario head or something like that, or a Mario hat that you could put on. I highly doubt it'll happen just because Nintendo's pretty protective with its IPs, but if it did happen, that would be so sick. Maybe if you could even like scan in your amiibos and you could get different masks and different faces for each amiibo, that would be super cool integration, man. This game, it was, I believe, $14.99 on Ouya. I believe it's $9.99 on Steam. Super good price. I would pay upwards $30 for this game because it's the amount of fun is what I'd measure this game in. Chill out with your friends, with some buddies, you know, maybe have a couple beers, get some soda, have a little get together. So yeah, guys, hopefully that game will be a reasonable price on the Switch, you know, 15, 20 bucks if it falls within that range. Just saying, it's a good price. And if he even adds any more content to the Switch edition, that's even a bigger bonus. But there's a level editor, so the levels will never stop coming, and you can get some pretty deep stuff. I've made stuff like Tetris in it, like 2-player fight each other Tetris, wait for the blocks to build up, get to the top where the guns are, and then go kill the enemy. There's so many creative ideas you can make with the level editor. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it up, subscribe it up. Make sure you get Duck Game when it does come out, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.